It's great to see you, Barons.
On this week's episode, we'll get hip to HOCO,
Continue to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month,
and check in with our Baron athletes.
I'm Fernando Castro.
And I'm Louise Brophy,
and you're watching BCC TV. What's going on in the news this week, Louise?
Well, the Southeast has been battered by the torrential downpours and 100-mile-an-hour wind gusts credited to Hurricane Helene.
Since reaching Florida early last weekend, the superstorm is projected to move westward as it continues to travel up the coast. Stay safe, everyone, and stay dry.
In BCC news, homecoming is fast approaching, Barons. Be sure to show out to our homecoming football game this Friday, October 4th at the GUC.
And more importantly, let's not forget about the dance. We can't wait to see everyone rocking their amazing outfits on the night of Saturday, October 5th at BCC.
I really hope the rain decides to hold off for this exciting weekend. I just wish there was a way to ensure we have perfect weather for such a special occasion.
I can't help you there, but there is a way to ensure we're prepared for all the fun activities that come with this event. Stay tuned as Owen, Zavi, and Tasha give us the rundown on everything homecoming.
What's up, Barons? It's Tasha here, and it's homecoming week. Everyone's been looking forward to it, but it also begs the question, what exactly is homecoming? Whether you're new to this school or new to American customs in general, homecoming can be confusing. What do you wear? What do you do? How did it even start? Well, let's dive into it. The earliest recorded use of the word homecoming itself came from the writings of the poet Geoffrey Chaucer in 1405. Quite literally, that's the first time we can see those words being conjoined together like that to refer to a return to home. Pretty self-explanatory. As for who actually started the event that bears that name, well, that depends on who you ask. The answer is highly contested. The University of Missouri is perhaps the fastest to claim that they were the ones who started the tradition in the early 1900s. Every year, and this is a tradition that still continues to this day, the University of Missouri and the University of Kansas go head-to-head in what they've dubbed the Border War football game. This being the singular origin of homecoming is highly contested. Both Baylor University and the University of Illinois have claimed that they hosted homecoming games before that. And speaking of homecoming games, what's the etiquette for them? Owen?
Don't enter after halftime, don't exit and enter, and make sure you don't litter. This is why you should have your student ID. Remember to have your student ID or else.
Hey, Mr. Barron. Hey, Mr. Barron, I would love to get into this game.
Where's your student ID?
I don't happen to have it on me.
Wow, thanks, Owen. As for the homecoming dance itself, it came to be closer to the 1930s, when high schools started adapting homecoming traditions from colleges. The dress code is semi-formal, typically meaning shorter dresses near or above the knee, and dress pants with a button-up and an optional blazer. Obviously, this is subject to change, and you can really wear anything you want, so long as it is semi-formal. Now you have a better understanding of what homecoming is and its history. Remember, Barons, no matter what you choose to do for homecoming, you represent BCC wherever you go. So act accordingly and show off your Baron pride. Back to you, Fernando and Luis.
Homecoming shirts are here.
What's homecoming?
Homecoming celebrates the start of the school year. It's a yearly tradition that brings us all together as one Baron community.
During homecoming, we spend time with our friends at our homecoming football game and dance.
And show off our school spirit by participating in Spirit Week themes and wearing our homecoming t-shirts. Wait, so when is it?
The homecoming dance is this Saturday at 7 p.m. at BCC, so make sure to bring your student ID. Show up, be safe, have fun. Right, Mr. Verga?
Absolutely.
Thanks for the info, guys.
Gosh, this is such a busy time of year, all the shopping and the planning and the
Let's not get too stressed now. You know what I think you need?
What?
A calming cup of tea. I heard Emily's hosting a tea time now with a very special guest.
Hey Barons, I'm here with Mr. Melendez.
Hello everybody.
Hey. And this is Tea Time with Emily. All right, let's get started. So what is the craziest student experience you've ever had with a student?
With a student?
Yeah.
Years ago, this kid was so angry with me that he actually came towards me like he wanted to fight. It was crazy. And I was like, oh my God, what is he doing?
In class?
In class, because he was doing something goofy and I was like, dude, you gotta go.
Yeah.
And he just got all angry and he like came towards me like he wanted to fight. And I was like, dude, I don't fight kids. I don't fight anybody.
So you didn't square up?
Oh no, we don't do that.
Dang. All right, now let's get a little more serious, you know. What is something that you love about being Latino?
Because I was born in El Salvador, I got the best of both worlds because I came to the States when I was 12.
Mm-hmm.
So coming to the States and just seeing my culture and how it has progressed in the 43 years since I've been here, it's really cool. So I love being a Latino and seeing how my culture, my people have, progressed in this country.
Yeah, I love that. Awesome. More about being Latino.
Okay.
I want to know, how does your Latino dad influence how you teach and how you coach?
I think that what happens is that it allows me to be more real with the kids. And when I say that, it's like, where I come from, people play soccer because it's cheap, and you don't even need a quote-unquote real ball. You can make a ball out of, say, plastic bags or something like that. So to me, playing soccer is just something that you do for fun and that you do because you love and you have passion for it, not for scholarships or money or what have you.
Yeah.
And so seeing how I grew up in El Salvador playing ball, we had plastic balls, but it wasn't like anything like we have here.
Yeah.
So knowing how I grew up and my experiences like that helps me love the sport even more.
Yeah.
And so I teach it with love for sport, not for anything else. So I think that helps me out a lot.
Yeah. So last thing, what's the most important thing about being Latino that others might not realize?
For me personally, here is being able to help other Latino kids that come to our school from Honduras, Central America especially, because I'm from El Salvador and I came to the States, and like them, I didn't speak any English when I first came over, and so I know what it feels like to be an immigrant and not speak the language and feel like an outsider. So again, because of my experiences, I feel like I can relate a lot more to them because I am them. I'm an immigrant, and again, like them, I came to the States when I was young and no English, so I can relate to them, and I know the pains that come with it, but also I know how they can and will succeed if they work hard.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're
All
very
right.
welcome. Thanks for
Last
having
sip
me.
for good measure.
Cheers.
Perfect. Cheers.
Tea,
Yum.
delish.
All right, that's Tea Time with Emily. Back to you, Fernando and Luis.
Mr. Melendez never disappoints.
I know, right? The pride he has in his Latinidad is inspiring.
Speaking of pride, I love seeing our Baron Pride back in business.
Exactly. Let's kick it to Izzy and Mariah to find out whether or not our athletes are still standing on business.
What's goody, Barons? It's Izzy, and I'm back with this week's sports updates. Let's get into it. This week, the cross-country team took on the Skip Grant Invitational, and as per usual, they crushed it. The boys placed third, while the girls placed first. Ani Balin found herself again on the podium with second place finish, and Naya Stoyan closely followed, landing in fifth place. Caden Felton showed out for the boys, placing 6th overall. Field hockey has had 2 wins since last week. Against RM, they scored 1-0, and on Friday, they celebrated their Spirit Night with a huge win against Whitman, scoring 2-1. They also competed hard against Wooten this Monday at the Guck. Moving on to our football teams. Y'all already know what's up. Our Barons beat Kennedy 46-0 with the clock running by the 4th quarter. Our Barons' very own star kicker and recent Washington University commit, Grady Kugel, went 2 for 2 on field goals and broke the school record. He now holds it high above at 48 yards. Girls flag football went up against QO last Thursday and unfortunately lost 9-0. They fought hard against Wooten yesterday, and as these ladies have been training hard every day, we're sure they will secure and win next week against Churchill. Now let's talk golf. Last week, golf placed second by just 2 strokes in a very rainy quad match at Bretton Woods. The course was a perfect balance of short and long holes, par 3s, 4s, and 5s, and a variety of doglegs and hazards that were beautifully maneuvered by the team, specifically by Emery Brown and Mac Lieberman. Pickleball. Let's talk about it. They competed against Wooten but lost. While their game last week unfortunately got canceled due to the weather conditions, Monday they had their third game against Sherwood on the road. All right, now girls volleyball. The girls volleyball team absolutely crushed it this week against WJ with a score of 3-2, and this week we get an inside look at the hard work that goes into securing these wins. Let's hand it off to Mariah.
Yay! Hi, I'm Emma. I'm Claire. I'm Ollie. And we're the 3 freshmen on Barron's Varsity Volleyball. And we're going to take you through a day in the life at Battle of Bethesda, our volleyball tournament. Okay, so this is our amazing team. So over here are our lovely coaches. First here, we have Coach Emily and Coach Dennis. Woo!
Hey guys, so we're at the volleyball game right now against Churchill.
In order to go with to homecoming, you have to say that BCC is better than Whitman.
BCC is better than Whitman.
Go Barons!
Go Barons!
Back to you, Izzy!
Wow, it's honestly super motivating to see how hard our Barron athletes work. What a great look into the Battle of Bethesda. The men's soccer team unfortunately had their second loss of the season. It was an incredibly close game, but in the end, the score was 1-0 in favor of Blair. On Tuesday, soccer, cheer, and Palms hosted the Barron's Crush Cancer annual breast cancer awareness and fundraising game. The BCC community showed up in support, and we're beyond grateful. Ladies soccer annihilated their competition again this past week with a score of 2-0 against Blair. This Saturday, they go head-to-head at WJ at 12 p.m. away. Well, that's all for this week, Barons. Check back again same time next Wednesday for all the best insights, statistics, and headlines from BCC Athletics. Back to you, Fernando and Louise.
And that's all for this week, Barons.
Check back next episode for more news, updates, and humor.
Keep the school spirit high.
And the gloomy weather low.
I'm Fernando Castro.
And I'm Louise Brophy.
And we're signing off.
Close to you. Good morning. Okay.
Is it recording?
Yes, it is.